Hi Scorpio, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate with your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's called What's New Behind the Corner, as we are celebrating the new astrological year and as well the spring season. So it's a reading that focuses on the theme of changes, new opportunities, and new beginnings coming up ahead for you. So if you'd like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Scorpio, it feels like for some of you, mid-April is all about releasing what keeps you bound in a mental and emotional situation that is unwanted, what keeps you stuck, what keeps you from moving forward in the ways that you hope to. I feel like for some of you there's a little bit of this type of disturbance associated with a past relationship or associated with an addiction, an attachment, something like a pattern, again, that bounds you, that follows you no matter where you go, this feeling of being haunted by this type of shadow that scares you, intimidates you, and again it brings you that sensation of being stuck in a very unwanted situation but not knowing or not believing that you have a power out of it. That's why the cut with this type of mentality, with this type of belief system, needs to happen, as you have the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Swords. So the Ace is the opportunity and the Eight of Swords is the advice. The advice is to free yourself from mental slavery, emotional slavery. Whatever it is in your specific situation, there's just something that keeps you a slave that you shouldn't, obviously, because it's robbing you your happiness, but it's also keeping you from being available to the real good things, to the real good deal that is awaiting you and that you want to find, but you don't know how to find it because you don't believe deep down that you can be free from whatever this situation is. Also, I feel like for some Scorpios that have been waiting for that, source of information, that communication, that assistance coming to back up or to support something that you already feel or intuitively suspect. I feel like that confirmation is coming up. So for some of you that are suspicious about something or just have a feeling, you just have a feeling of some sorts, whatever it is going to come to you, and it's going to be the catalysis of change. So this information, even if it's not coming the way that you would like it to, so it might be that you don't receive the best confirmations for some Scorpios, but it's a positive thing because it's then going to be that thing that says enough is enough and puts you in the right track. Some of you just need to be back on the right track. So you need to first, to be in the right track, you need to first identify what keeps you in the wrong one, right? And for some Scorpios that I'm connecting, it's a relationship here, it's a toxic relationship situation, it's dealing with someone that can be very manipulative, or you yourself manipulating situations to keep you, again, in a vicious cycle where things don't grow and develop for the better. I say that because you also have here the King of Swords as your challenge. So you could be dealing with an air sign influence, you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, or someone that could have a very, cold, apparently cold, detached, again, demeanor, behavior. This could be an ex, this could be someone that is hurt, someone that hurted you. Let's say that it's a relationship where there's some sour feelings to it, regardless of what type of relationship is. And this King of Swords is showing as a challenge. For some, it's because there's a lack of, emotional openness. So you can see that this king is protecting his heart and he has a very rigid posture. So you're dealing with someone that can be a little bit rigid. You can be dealing with someone that doesn't know how to open his or her heart to you. You could be dealing with, again, an emotional unavailable situation or person. And uh, even though that's the reality, there's nothing, feeling here like there's nothing you can do to change this person, unless they want to change. So if this is about a person that is showing this type of behavior, be mindful that keeping yourself in this type of feeling where you're kind of chasing for answers, chasing for communication, hoping that they do something different, hoping that they unblock you, hoping that they awaken and get it, that on its own can enslave you to that expectation. So if you have during mid-April an expectation that someone is going to be better, be very careful with that, because that expectation can be ending up in disappointment, especially if you already know, what you're dealing with, this type of inflexible, difficult character that might be here in your circle. For some of you Scorpios, for others this is you. For others, you don't seem to be open. You don't seem to be able to be emotionally available and open to your outside world. So it's like you're not trusting the love, you're not trusting the person you're with, you're not trusting the information you're receiving, you're not trusting, anything that puts emotion in the line, you're not trusting. And you're having a real strong defense when it comes to what you emotionally give. So it's like you're holding to your emotions as you're holding for your own life, because you don't want an energy that is outside to your control to see at what conditions that heart is. So it's like a closed heart. And there might be a situation that is trying to have this type of passage to your heart. And that's the problem, is that neither you don't want it, you're not allowing it, you just don't know how to accept that, you just don't know how to, to improve for the time being and allow that emotionally open, available space to exist. So there's a lot of truth that it's a part of this time for you. It's like a lot of coming to the truth, where you're being honest with yourself when you're looking in the mirror, where you're honest with whom you're dealing with, where you also see others and see situations for what they are, for what they present to be. Facts. Ace of Swords. You only have Swords energy, so facts. That's what you should be looking at. Also, how does something make you feel? In the end of it all, no matter what you hope, no matter what you create this belief, if it keeps making you feel like this, disempowered, insecure, stuck, obliged, bound, it's not good. That's the answer. How it makes you feel at the end of it all, not good. So why you're part of it? You can move. The energy moves as you move here. And the Ace of Swords comes as an opportunity for you to have this tool, to have this access, again, to the truth that liberates you. You know that saying of the truth shall set you free? That's exactly the point of mid-April, is to carry a truth that will set some of you free, that will set some of you into a path ahead where you've grown very wise, very, very wise, where your dependencies don't hold you anymore, or at least the same way, where you're really in touch with your ability to transcend conscious and unconscious limitations, where you're really, moving beyond what you thought could be possible for you to move beyond from. So some of you are even healing deep, deep, deep trauma. Some of you that faced abuse. Some of you that faced, again, here, a lot of manipulation, abuse, or just, psychological. There's something here about psychological, perhaps terror, psychological abuse that could have been inflicted by someone in your life or a situation in your life that created this type of experience. Some of you are about to be free from an episode, okay, from something that used to terrify you, that used to keep you stuck, that used to make sure that you would stay put very far from your happiness and your freedom. So the purpose of Meet April is to open a way to freedom. And we can't be free, we're really not free unless we're thinking for ourselves and we're feeling for ourselves, unless we know really how we think and how we feel about something. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.